Now, ordinarily when we see a car like this on the road that looks like it's had a fight with a zebra, whoever's behind the wheel is doing everything they can to stay away from people, from us, from cameras, from anything that's going to expose it to the outside world. But today's a little bit different. Today, I've been handed the key. Meet the new Mazda CX-9. It's the second generation of Mazda's 7-seat SUV, the car that has just been revealed at the 2015 Los Angeles Motor Show. It's so new that the only cars available to us are prototypes covered in zebra-inspired camouflages to make it difficult for passers-by or photographers to determine exactly what they look like. And when I say new, I really do mean all new. It's got a new body, new engine and new interior, although just like the outside, the interior of this one is pretty heavily disguised. Look at the real thing though, and there's an elegant and functional sweep to the dash, as well as a head-up display. The materials too are top-notch, real wood, real metal and decent leather finishes on the seats. All CX-9s are 7 seats, so 3 rows of seats. That third row of seats doesn't get its own little ventilation outlets, but it's got some pretty clever stuff like seatbelt top tether points for child seats, for example, which is pretty important in what is going to be used as a family car. But it's under the bonnet where the biggest change has taken place for this car. Gone is the V6 and in is a new 2.5 litre 4-cylinder turbo. So it's actually got less power than the old car. You're down from 204 kilowatts to 169. But torque has gone up, so you've now got 420 newton meters, and importantly, it's where you need it at 2,000 revs, so you don't have to rev this engine hard to get the most out of it. So in most situations, it actually feels like it's got more power than that old V6. You also get a bit more performance from the weight. This thing's lost about 100 kilos, so a little bit lighter. That said, you still feel it's a bulky machine. You've certainly got a lot of mass around you, and tip it into a corner too hard and you can notice it. On the whole though, it does hold on pretty well. This one's got 20-inch tyres, so it tips into a corner nicely, holds its line, and you can get that engine working for you at the end. Of course, this car isn't entirely representative of what we'll get in Australia in the middle of 2016. It's still a prototype and tweaks are being made to ensure it does everything Mazda wants it to. But it's a good indication that the CX-9 is taking a big step forward in a category with plenty of talented competition.